Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get your first 10,000 real Instagram followers using 11 free ways and methods. These strategies will allow you to save your money and still get a huge Instagram following, build a brand, build a popular account, get more engagement, get more likes, get more comments, and get more followers so that you can do with it what you will using free tactics. So the first one I want to show you is you want to post at the right times and save your best content for certain days. So you want to post at 2 a.m. and 5 p.m. especially on Wednesday. So the Huffington Post did a study on this, and it's logged here at here's the best time to post a photo on Instagram. You can go to that article on huffingtonpost.com to check it out. And they show you a chart here that tells you, okay, the best engagement on Instagram comes at 5 p.m. and 2 a.m. Third place being 10 p.m. So the psychology behind this is at 5 p.m. people are getting off work, people are getting out of school, and they're going to have time to do something they want to do, like get on Instagram, see what's going on for the day. When you post at 10 p.m., typically top brands aren't going to be posting that late, or top users are going to be asleep or just not on social media at that time. So you're going to have less competition at 10 p.m. all through the early morning, through around 2 a.m. There's going to be very little competition. So just because there's a lot less people online, maybe at those times, it doesn't mean you're going to get less engagement because you're going to have so much less competition from your competitors. So you post at these times, 5 p.m. when everybody's getting off work and out of school, and you post late at night and early in the morning, you'll see that you'll have a lot less competition, and your image is most likely to show up in their feed when there's a lot less competition. So you can go through this post and kind of see more of the details, but I wanted to get that across to you so you know kind of when to optimize your posting, and that will allow you to get more followers and more engagement. But just by knowing when people are going to be online, when the engagement is the best. Also, Wednesday is the best day of the week to post. Typically Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday are the best days, so right in the middle of the week is when Instagram engagement is the highest. Then it kind of falls around the weekend, Monday through Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. So check that post out and keep that in mind. Keep your best content for Wednesday, post at 2 a.m. and 5 p.m. and even 10 p.m. Number 2, like and comment on other people's posts, and you can use the Neil Patel method to do this. So what you want to do is basically find people that are following or engaging with posts on similar accounts to yours. So if you're a business account, you want to go through your industry. If you have a marketing Instagram account or marketing business, find other marketing sites. If you can find, say, Moz or Neil Patel or some other type of brands that are geared towards marketing, see who's engaging with their photos, and then you can like photos by those people. You don't need to follow them to do this. You can like and comment on their stuff. They'll see you, and then they'll like your stuff, and then they'll follow you in many cases. So Neil Patel, one of the top marketers around, has a blog at quicksprout.com, and he does a post called The Science of Instagram, How to Get More Followers and Likes. And one of the main things you can take from this is you can actually just do a little engagement yourself for a few minutes a day by liking people's photos, for instance. So you don't need to follow people. All you do, you like about 100 posts, and for every 100 likes he would do on random photos by users, he generated 1.7 likes on his photos and 6.1 more followers. So there are apps and things like that that can help you do this quicker And if you get pretty good at this, you can start liking photos pretty quickly. You can be done in a few minutes, and you can get maybe a few dozen new followers a day just from being on people's minds and showing you that you're there. If it's a situation where it's out of sight, out of mind, and you're not commenting, you're not liking, you're not doing anything, people are going to forget about you. They're not even going to know you're there. But if you have interesting content and you're liking and commenting and you're active, Neil Patel has showed you the numbers that this works. So just engage with people's stuff, like random photos from people who engage with images similar to what your account is about. Number 3, you want to use the best hashtags. So hashtags are very important on Instagram. It's one of the best ways to get your photos seen without you having a lot of followers yet. So postplanner.com, great social media site, they have a great post here called 25 most popular Instagram hashtags for getting new followers. So not only does this get you more views, but it gets you in front of people that aren't following you yet. So to do this, use some of the most popular hashtags that they mention here: hashtag love, hashtag instagood, hashtag me, hashtag TBT, which is Throwback Thursday, hashtag cute, hashtag follow. So a lot of these, like hashtag follow back, hashtag follow me, these are the types of things that people will see and they'll expect you to basically follow each other. So this is another way to basically guarantee that when they follow you, you'll follow them back, and that's a way of you telling them that. So when you put hashtag follow or hashtag follow me on your images, more people are going to follow you because they think you're going to follow them back. So there's also hashtag happy, hashtag tag for likes, hashtag beautiful, things like that. You can go down the entire list of 25 of the most popular hashtags on Instagram. And if you just use a big chunk of those in every image, especially the ones that just apply to the image best, then you can expect to see a huge uptick in traffic, engagement, and followers. Number 4, follow people who have similar interests to your account or who are connections elsewhere. So there's a few ways you can do this. Instagram, like many other social media sites, allow you to upload a list of your email contacts. So if you're connected with people on Facebook, Twitter, and all those other places, you can connect your social media accounts so that they will tell you when someone gets on Instagram that you're connected with elsewhere. You can upload your email contacts so that you can find people who you're connected with via email on there. And you can follow people who follow similar brands. So if you're looking at Founder Magazine, for instance, a great Instagram account, they do very well, 921,000 followers as of making this video. It's always growing. I'm going to use them as a good example of things you can do. But as far as following people, they are a magazine for young entrepreneurs and startup founders. So the thing about this is their competitors are going to be Entrepreneur Magazine, Business Insider, Forbes, things like that. So let's say they want to get more followers and they're wanting to follow people who would be interested in them, and you might expect 10 to 20% of those people to follow you back. So they would go to Entrepreneur and go back to theirs and see their followers. You can follow their followers, or you can see who's actually engaged with images, and you'll know for sure that those people are active on Instagram. They'll probably follow you back faster. They'll be more likely to like your stuff. So a few different ways to do it. Follow the followers, but I would recommend you follow people who like or comment on photos, because when you do that, you are a lot more likely to get more active followers on Instagram. So that's just another great way to get more engagement, more followers, more engagement on Instagram. Number 5, you can post a link to your Instagram account on YouTube, blog, Facebook, Twitter, and other profiles. So a great way to do this is to just put it where people can find it. So a few different examples of this. You'll notice Huffington Post is a very, very popular site, but they don't use their Instagram. I don't even know if they have an Instagram, but if they had an Instagram account, they could put it up here. And they have Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. It makes it easy for you to follow them and go to their profiles. But you could put your Instagram account up here if you're really looking to grow your Instagram account more. And you could just have that in the header of your website if you have a website. And you could also put it in, say, your YouTube description. So, for instance, Project Life Mastery, great YouTube channel. It's gotten pretty popular. You'll notice one of the things the founder of this does is he has an Instagram account here that he lists in the description. So if you look down here, you'll see the Instagram account for the guy who started this channel. That's his personal account. He also has the one above it as the business Instagram account. So you can check that out, and that's just a great way to get his YouTube viewers to see where he is on other places, and Instagram is one of the places he has listed. So those are just a few ways, using your blog, using YouTube. Of course, you can put it on other social media sites as well. Number 6, post similar images that are popular on competitor accounts. So let's go back to Instagram. If you go back to Founder magazine, you'll notice that they have a lot of popular images. So if I'm entrepreneur.com and I'm trying to compete with them, I can go and check out which ones Founder magazine, a direct competitor, has that are the most popular, and you tell how popular they are by the most engagement. So if you look at this, 4,100 plus likes, 109 comments, 5,000 plus likes, 55 comments. This one's got 7,000 plus likes, 126 comments. So far this one's a little more popular than these other top ones. So you might, this one has 9,000 plus likes, so you can kind of go through and figure out, see, that one's not as popular as these others. But you can, oh, this one's really popular. But see, you can go through and figure out what the most popular posts on Instagram are just by going through them real quick on Instagram, on your phone or your computer. And the ones that have the most likes and comments are the ones you want to model after. You don't want to just copy them. You have to be original on Instagram if you want to last. But you can figure out how it's popular, why it's popular, and model that with your own original spin on it with your own account. So just go through, find your competitors. You know, if you're an entrepreneurship type of account, you can look at Founder magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, there's Business Insider, Forbes, all that kind of stuff, and you can find some really interesting posts that you can see are very popular. Some are less popular, you don't want to model those, and give you an idea of what people are looking for. And if you just give people what they want on Instagram, you will get tons of followers. Number 7, post around 1.5 times per day every day. So the first part of this, you want to post often, but you don't want to post too often to where it looks like you're just spamming and you're wearing out your following just by constantly posting stuff over and over again. So bufferapp.com, you know, they have a social media tool called Buffer. They have a great blog for this, and it's all about the best amount of times to post on each social media site per day. So they go through Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, but Instagram is what we're looking at right now, which they say on average the top brands, the ones that have the most followers, post 1.5 times per day on average. So you want to post between 1 and 2 times per day. I would recommend closer to 2, but you don't want to go over that It says there's no drop off really in engagement for posting more, provided you actually keep up that rate consistently. So it kind of depends on how much you can post, how much original content you can come up with, and you kind of have to use analytics to gauge where your engagement drops off and what works and what doesn't. Experiment with a lot of different things, but you might post a couple times per day. That seems to be the best amount for Instagram. You don't want to post as many times as you would say on Twitter because it's a completely different type of social media channel. Number 8, use analytics to tell you what works and what doesn't. A few services you can use are Iconosquare. Iconosquare used to be, I think they used to be Statigram, I think is what it was called, and it was one of the most popular analytic tools for Instagram. So you can use that. I have a couple other tools I would recommend to you if you're not into Instagram Iconosquare analytics, but they tell you more deep insights into how your account is doing, what's working, what's not, what's getting you more followers, what days per week, what posts are the most popular, things like that. And they will help you figure out what works so you can scale it up, what doesn't work so you can scale it down and eliminate it. Also, there is Crowdfire. So Crowdfire is a great app that will help you with your social media analytics, Instagram being one of them on here. You can just sign in with your Instagram account and get analytics through Crowdfire. They have a mobile app you can use. They're supportive on both Apple and Android phones, so definitely check them out as well if you want to compare analytics. I would say compare Crowdfire and Iconosquare. There's also an app for Apple phones. I'm not totally sure if they have a Android version or not. I'm sure they do, but it's called Followers for Instagram, follow management tool. And what it does is it tells you who your new followers are, who's unfollowed you, who is following you back if you're following them, people that you are being followed by that you are not following back. So if you're going to use the method of following people that you think would be interested in your brand to get more followers, and expecting 10 to 20% of them to follow you back, this is going to be one of your best friends. Use this app to manage and figure out who to follow back, who to unfollow, and all that type of stuff. It's a free app. Number 9, post image quotes and consider adding your username or website to brand it. So image quotes, as you'll notice by Founder, do very well as far as engagement. You'll notice this on Facebook, you'll notice this on other social media sites as well. Pinterest is another one. You'll see a lot of engagement on quotes. And it's in the form of a picture. So you might have a background, you might experiment with just a color background. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but people love quotes, especially if they're related to what they're interested in. So that's definitely a great way to do it. Plus, I would also recommend that you put either your Instagram username or your brand name or your website. One of the three. Preferably, they would all be pretty similar and pretty much the same. And like Founder Magazine, for instance, they have Founder as their username, so it's very easy to figure out who this is and follow them on Instagram because their brand name and their username on Instagram are the exact same. So you'll notice that Founder is at the bottom of most of their quotes, especially on their original pieces. So when people see these, if they don't even realize who the original poster is, they can see your brand at the bottom and look you up on Instagram and other places, so that you will get more followers, more people interested in your brand as they see your content branded by you. So quotes are very popular, get a lot of engagement, as you can see, and putting your brand on these images will really help as well. Number 10, you want to do co-promotions with other users that have similar interest or content. So co-promotions are basically when you promote each other's stuff for free. You don't pay anything. It's not one of those things where you pay someone to promote you, or it's a sponsored post or something like that. Now, you are two brands that are basically around the same boat, or you have a similar following, and you both want to get more followers from the other. So you both benefit from this by promoting each other. And to do this, I would recommend you look at, say, these two posts here, one by Sprinkles for Breakfast and the other by Gray Malin. And what they did is they did a co-promotion on Instagram. So in exchange for a promotion by Sprinkles for Breakfast, Gray Malin did a promotion for them. And that way they both get more followers, and people are going to be aware of both brands, and they're typically going to be similar in the same industry. So they'll have similar types of people following them. So you'll notice that they mention them in the description by their usernames so people can go follow them. So it's a really cool way to just promote each other. You can find people on Instagram with similar accounts to yours, reach out to them, and if they're open to a co-promotion, you can just promote each other's stuff and link to their usernames as they link to yours. You can both benefit from it. And last but not least, tell people to like in the captions to enter a contest, answer a question, etc. So when you actually tell people to like for a certain reason, whether you're holding a contest, which would be a great incentive, or answer a question or something like that, or if you just tell them straight up, like the image if you enjoyed it or something, or if you want to see more like this. Give people a reason to actually engage, and tell people that you want them to engage, and when you do that, you will get more engagement. So postplanner.com, mentioned them earlier, the great social media company. They actually did a study on this, and photos with the word like in the caption received 89% more likes. Photos with comment got 2,194% more comments. Just literally giving people a call to action and telling them comment and like on the image, literally just telling people what to do, made them significantly more likely to do it. So try it out, use it in your captions for your images on Instagram. Tell people to like. You'll notice without like it's a lot less, without telling them to comment it's a lot less comments. It'll get your followers to engage more, and the more your followers engage, the more your images will spread, and the more new followers you'll get. So if you enjoyed this post, if you feel like you got something from it, maybe you learned a few things that you can apply to Instagram to get your first 10,000 followers for free, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you and help you create a massive Instagram following, make money from Instagram and all that kind of stuff. If you feel like I should have included another strategy that you've used with success, or you want to just let me know what you thought about the video, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm always looking forward to seeing feedback so I can make better videos in the future. And if you want to get more in-depth blog posts covering how to grow your Instagram account, other social media accounts, and things like that, make money from them as well, or just get some books that maybe show you step by step what to do, get some tools that make it easier, you can go to selfmadesuccess.com for all of that. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.